Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, my name is Raven and welcome back to my channel. Now, last night there was another Warriors Den live stream and we got some really big information when it comes to ranked, some stuff I was expecting and I'm glad they actually did it, as well as we got some fight changes slash bug fixes slash some news on Shugoki. So that's the main one everyone wants to know about because everyone's been hitting me up constantly in the comment section, when's Shugoki gonna get love, so on and so forth. And we got some information on him, and then they also gave us a little bit of a hint on where they're at with Brother Goki. So we'll get into that soon, but first of all, we're going to be talking about the fact that starting next week, Foreigner is going to be free if you have Xbox Gold Live membership thing. So starting next week for an entire month, players who have Xbox Gold memberships, okay, you will be able to download Foreigner for free. Now, once again, this is really good if you want to pick the game up on Xbox and you don't have it yet, but you don't want to buy it again, you can just download it for free, or if you have friends that want to play, just let them know they want to download it, they can. Now, keep in mind the devs did say in a previous Warriors Den live stream that they do want to do this for PS4 as well. They're just trying to like talk to Sony to work that out. But right now, it's for Xbox, starting next week, and it's going for a month. Up next, we got the content of the week, which is everyone's favorite. We have some brand new battle outfits. Now, keep in mind that these were permanently, like the price of these were permanently reduced because no one was buying them. And honestly, there's one here that is kind of cool. It's like the Gambler's one at the end. I honestly don't know. I'm not going to be buying any of these still because they're just battle outfits. But for anyone who wants them, keep in mind the price is being permanently reduced, so they're cheap as shit now. And on top of that, there's brand new ones. And now let's get into the rank changes, okay? So, there was a couple of issues with rank. Now, I played my 15 matches and everything. I ended up playing, got to Grandmaster. I then started playing a couple more matches. And I ran into the same problem that everyone had been telling me about. So, at least I had a heads up when it came to this. So, what was happening was that there was a bug in the game from previous builds, the dev said, where basically if you quit the game, okay? So, if I'm playing a ranked match and I quit, not only did I not lose anything for quitting, okay, but the person I'm versing also didn't gain anything for winning. So I was able to keep my rank, no problems there. He didn't gain any rank, sucks to be him, and everyone wasted their time. Now this was happening a fair bit. I played 3 matches, and every single one of them, the guy just bailed when I was up or I was about to win. And it was a little bit annoying, so I just kind of gave up when I stopped because there's no point wasting my time there. And on top of that, there was another ranked issue where what was happening was people would lose one game and they would literally drop like a full division nearly, or they'd drop like, 3 or 4 tiers, and it was really, really shit. And then they'd have to win like 5 or 6 games just to get like, the points that they lost, and it was really weird, so that was a bug as well. Well, sort of like a bug, sort of something left over from previous builds the devs have said. So let's get into that. So first of all, when it comes to the whole dropping major amounts of divisions at a time, or like dropping certain tiers at a time, they had this thing in from when they used to do the tournament ranked, and it was basically to stop people from flip-flopping between divisions constantly whenever they win or lose. So basically the way it worked is when you would lose a match, you would lose a shit ton more ranks in order to get you safely into one division. Alright, and if you won, it would give you a shit ton more to get you safely into the next division. That way you weren't on gold 1 trying to get into like, platinum 5, and it was just constantly flip-flopping you. So it would sort of give you a leg up into the next division or a leg down into the next division. Now it turns out this was set at 40%, and the devs had previously, like recently, set it down to 10%, but for some reason the 40% one went live with the patch that introduced 1v1 ranked. So that's why everyone's ranks were dropping or gaining by so much whenever they'd been place and they were in between divisions. But the devs did say not only did they drop it down to 10%, but they further dropped it down to now 5% in order to just completely lessen that thing. And yes, you might do some more flip-flopping in between divisions, but at least you're not going to lose one game and then drop 2 or 3 tiers for no fucking reason. And from memory, that change is supposed to be in now. It happened with the patch last night. And now we're going to talk about the next issue, which was the fact that if someone quit a match, okay, a ranked match, you wouldn't get anything for it. Now, that is a way bigger issue, the devs said. There's some more deeper stuff going on there, code-wise and so on and so forth. So they're going to need more time to sort of fix that. So for the time being, if someone quits a match, you're still not going to get any rank for it, which really fucking sucks. But they have gone all out on the whole penalties and everything, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. So it should lessen the effect of people quitting. But if someone disconnects or someone quits for whatever reason, you're still not going to get anything for it in a ranked match. And I'm not going to try and sugarcoat that. That fucking sucks. But just be prepared for that. The devs did say they know about it, they're working on it, and they're trying to find this deep rooted problem issue that's causing it, and then they're going to try and fix it. So we should have more information on that soon, hopefully. But when it comes to people quitting, now what they're going to be doing is they're going to be giving them a massive penalty for quitting. So they're going to get a half an hour break from ranked, okay? And on top of that, they're going to lose 40% extra basically just rank for quitting. So remember the whole flip-flopping divisions thing? Yeah, they're going to be doing that. So if someone quits a match, they're going to basically just get bumped down a whole bunch, which is a really good thing because you shouldn't be quitting ranked matches. Don't be a prick. And of course, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Now, obviously, they want to keep ranked very, very competitive, very, very, like, you know, zero tolerance type thing, and I'm all for that because after all, it is ranked. But that also means that you're going to be hit with that quitter's penalty, even if your internet goes off, you get disconnected, your mum pulls the router, whatever happens, okay, you're gonna cop the penalty. So keep that in mind. If you don't have a stable connection, or if like the power just goes out, you're just gonna have to accept the fact that you're gonna be fucking copping it. And yes, that is really shit, but it's a way of throwing the net out, okay, and just carpet bombing the fucking world, so that way anyone who quits, you get all the quitters, and then of course there's gonna be a few casualties in between there that were innocent. It's just the way it has to work. Now, when it comes to that quitter penalty as well, they also said that they might even up it. If it's not enough to deter people from quitting, which it should be, then they're fully willing to just like bump the thing up, bump the percentage you lose, and also bump the time you have to wait, which is really, really cool to see that they're willing to punish people further for being dicks. Now, keep in mind as well, this weekend only, for now, they're keeping 1v1 duel ranked, okay, and they're also keeping ranked tournaments together. So they're both active this weekend, and once again, they want more feedback. Is it too hard to find tournament games, so on and so forth, all that stuff. Give feedback on what you think about the fact that they got both running at the same time. And then after this weekend, until further notice, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to play 1v1 duel ranked Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday and Sunday, it's ranked tournaments, okay? And then basically just cycles like that until they change it otherwise. And to go along with that, there's also a ranked community order, okay? So it's just a good way to jump in there, pump that out, play some ranked games if you want. That's pretty cool. I also found out some really, really interesting information with this. When it comes to keeping your rank, okay, so your rank starts to decay after 14 days, and then after 28 days of inactivity, you basically just get booted out of Grandmaster if you're in Grandmaster, and you just drop a whole bunch. Now, this is something I was really interested in finding out about because, like I said, I don't know if I want to sit there and sweat it out in Grandmaster and all that sort of stuff. I sort of just did it, and I like to have more fun with the game, but I still want to try and keep the rank. So I was like, how much do I have to play here of sweaty games in order to try and keep this thing if I want to? Turns out 3 matches. So if you play 3 ranked matches, it counts as an active day. So if I don't play for 7 days, okay, I got 7 days left until my rank starts decaying in Grandmaster. I play 3 matches, and then technically from what I got, then the 14 days starts from that day I played 3 matches, which is really cool. 3 isn't too many, okay? It's not going to break the bank. I think I can do 3. You know, it's okay, especially because it's like, I just have to do like 3 over the course of a week or something, and hopefully I don't lose a whole bunch, and then hopefully I can keep the rank or even advance, so on and so forth. So it's a good little tidbit of information for people who want to stay in the game. 3 matches counts as an active day, and then you prolong the whole 14-day period where your rank starts decaying. Now, if you're in Grandmaster as well, every day after that 14-day period, your rank will decay by 50 points. So it's pretty big. So make sure you play those 3 matches in order to try and keep yourself active, so that way you fend that off. And lastly, this is really big news. They're going to be sanctioning the quitters. So there are some people who were serial quitters, okay? They were going through and they realized that the system was that if they leave, they don't lose any rank, so they're just leaving every single time they get their asses kicked, so they were gaining the system. But what Ubisoft has done is they've gone through and they've found the people who did it consistently, okay? And this actually surprised me a little bit. They found the people who did it consistently, and what they're going to do is, as of the patch that just dropped, so it's already happened, but their ranks have been reset. So anyone whose ranks have been completely reset, reset, it's because they were doing the serial quitting thing, or they were getting disconnected a bunch. But then again, if you're getting disconnected a whole bunch, don't play ranked, please. But yeah, so they've gone and reset their ranks. Now, there are a few people I've seen in the YouTube community. I'm not going to name any names because I don't really care. I just find this extremely funny. No shade, no beef here, just amusement from Raven. There are a few people in the community who basically did this that I know of. And yeah, so their rank should be reset if they were, you know, part of this thing, because that was a thing. And there was another problem where some people worked out that you could make a brand new alt account, okay, and you could basically have a 0 MMR, and then you could play ranked, smash your 15 matches, because obviously you're versing like noobs who just picked up the game, because technically you've just picked up the game. And then what would happen is you would just go straight to Grandmaster, right? So that's a thing that some people were doing, and I know for a fact that there are some other YouTubers who did that as well, which I find, once again, no shade, fucking hilarious. That's why I'm not naming anyone, because I just find it funny. But yeah, Ubisoft knows about it, and they're going to go forward, identify more of those people, and work out as best they can if they were obviously, you know, a brand new account, so a brand new player, or if they were the ones who have an alt Smurf account, and then they're going to be banning those alt Smurf accounts, or, you know, resetting their ranks, so on and so forth, which I find hilarious. That's just funny to me. So that's a whole bunch of interesting information when it comes to ranked. Another little tidbit as well when it comes to the Season 7 weapons that I showed. Apparently, the devs put in some Season 8 weapons in there. So half of them were Season 7 weapons, half of them were Season 8 weapons. And we don't know which ones were which. I think the Cthulhu tentacle ones are all Season 8 weapons. So there are still like some Season 7 weapons that we don't know about. You're just going to have to go forward and find them. And there are also some Season 8 weapons that were shown that aren't going to be there till Season 8. So that's a thing to keep in mind as well as armor. They did say something in the den about armor. So we are getting brand new armor. They did say that. They accidentally leaked a picture of it. I think it was like a helmet in the 3.5 hour dev stream. So that was a thing. Now they did say that the armor's not coming this season. So it's not coming Season 7, which means logic would dictate that it's not coming Season 7. They have the armor there. They've acknowledged the armor is a thing. So I'm assuming Season 8. Okay, Season 8 would be my best bet for when we're going to be getting brand new armor. So keep that in mind. Hold out for that. We will be getting brand new armor, hopefully Season 8. And that shit is sorely needed. So let's get into some fight changes / bug fixes. So first of all, they talked about the Warden, okay, when it comes to the Warden reworked, and they're completely fine with how the Warden is right now. They think he's strong. They don't think he's stupidly overpowered. They don't think he relies too much on his shoulder bash, and they think he's in a good place when it comes to a Vanguard character. So they know that, like, you know, most people are going to jump in. They're going to go, oh, that's a knight. I like that knight. They're going to pick Warden because he's nice and easy. They don't want to make his toolkit too bloated. And of course, they like how he is right now and his playstyle. So if you don't like the Warden, or you think he's weak or too strong, apparently they're fine with it, so he's not changing for a while. But when it comes to the Valkyrie, it's the opposite. Now, Roman himself, the big boy, he said that the Valkyrie rework is not up to par with what they wanted, okay? They think they took away a little bit too much and they didn't give her enough, but they're not sure where. They don't know where exactly to buffer, or what to put back, or what to take away, or so on and so forth. But they did acknowledge that they may have taken away a little bit too much and not given enough. So if you're a Valkyrie main, leave it down below in the comment section, because hopefully someone watches this video, or go on the Reddit and let them know, what do you think Valkyrie needs? Because I know some people think she's in a good spot. Some people think she's really weak. Some people think she's overpowered. Once again, it's one of those things where it's opinion based and everyone's all over the shop. So it's going to come down to what the majority of people think. So they really want feedback from people who've played Valkyrie a whole lot and know the character down to the DNA. So leave a comment down below if you think you know what Valkyrie needs in order to, you know, be up to scratch. And also, if you are inclined, go to the Reddit and let them know there as well. So that's where the Valkyrie and the Warden are at. Next up, we're going to be talking about Shugoki. Brother Goki. Now, Brother Goki, okay, he sucks. I hate to admit it. Everyone knows it. Brother Goki sucks. The devs admitted it themselves, and it's really, really bad. Now, there was a bug fix that they did in the last patch, where what it did was, if you would demon embrace someone who has revenge, you would bounce off them, okay? So it's a bug fix because the bug was the fact that if you demon embrace someone when they had revenge going, you would go through the revenge and you would hug them. But that wasn't supposed to happen, so they got rid of that, which of course means that they just nerfed Shugoki, who's already in the shit. He's not doing well. So they've thrown Brother Goki a bone and they've rolled that back, okay? So basically now if you demon embrace someone who has revenge active, you will still hug them, okay? You will get to eat, which is really, really cool. And they did this because they know Brother Goki is in a really shit state right now and they wanted to fix him at least a little bit before they do their inevitable rework. And I 100% believe that they will be doing Shugoki next as a rework because they know for a fact he sucks. They all said it on the den that they realize he's in a really bad spot. He is meme levels of, like, you know, everyone saying how bad Shugoki is, like they did with the Valkyrie. And what happened? Valkyrie got the rework. So I have no doubt that Shugoki will be next. When that rework will be coming, we have no idea, but he has to be next. If they don't do it next, there's going to be another fucking riot like there was with the Valkyrie. But at least until then, good old Brother Goki has his demon embrace back when he's hugging people who have revenge, which is cool. Next up, there was this change that they were going to put in that has to do with out of stamina states and pausing, you know, your stamina and all that sort of stuff. But what happened was they put the first part in without putting the second part in that would make the thing a complete package. So it was just really, really weird. And lots of people were noticing that it just wasn't working as intended. That's because half of it wasn't in properly. So essentially what was happening was when hitting an opponent and putting them out of stamina, okay, it was only pausing their stamina. So the pausing the stamina thing was supposed to be an actual change, okay, but the change was not meant to go live this patch. It was supposed to go live with another one with some other stamina changes. So what they've done is they've rolled back the whole pausing stamina thing and they're going to release it later on with the rest of the stamina changes, so the whole thing makes sense. Mind you, most of these big changes are happening next Tuesday. There's going to be like a code thing, and then there's going to be another big patch after that, which is going to be cool. There's a couple of big patches coming up essentially. There was also some changes for my man Conqueror, okay? Now, I fucking love the Conqueror lately. I'm actually maining him right now. He's awesome. People hate me for it, but hey, I love the Conqueror. Now, when it comes to the Conquerors, like, you know, full shield guard thing, and then he'd hit, you know, smack away the attack and hit him for 30 damage, his all block stance, they basically sent that thing to the Stone Age because they gave it a 600 millisecond activation time, which I noticed that, and it was fucking forever. So yeah, it was a prediction thing. So they still wanted to be a little bit of a prediction thing, okay, and a reaction thing, but they wanted to be a little bit quicker. So they're going to be making it a little bit quicker in the future, but there was a side effect that happened with that. By making that thing longer, what would happen is whenever you would knock someone to the ground and you'd go for your heavy attack, it would always whiff, okay? And it was really fucking annoying because you had to like stop, dash forward, and then go for the heavy attack in order to land it, okay? You couldn't just knock him over and then hit the heavy attack. It wouldn't work, it would whiff because of this weird bug change thing. So they know about it, and they're going to be speeding up the full block stance for the Conqueror and also fixing that bug where, you know, you can knock someone over and then go into hitting them. That's really, really good for the Conqueror. And last but not least, we do have another roadmap, okay? So they have shown on there the massive event that's coming, and it's all volcano themed, okay? So there's four things here. So there's the eruption of Mount Ignis, okay? That's going to be an event that's starting on August 16th, and it's going to be going through to August 30th. Then they have 3 more events there, okay, where you get a symbol and some rewards. So one is Bay Fort Stronghold for the Knights. You have Irla Stronghold for the Vikings. I fucking butchered that. And I'm going to butcher this one too. You have Kyunden Stronghold for the Samurai Forgiveness Priest. But there is a big event in the middle there which they're not telling us about, and it's all volcano themed. I'm assuming they're going to have the volcano erupt, and then they're going to change a whole bunch of the maps to be volcano themed, okay? So lava everywhere, so on and so forth. That would be really cool if they actually changed all the maps for that. Not gonna lie, that would be really, really cool. I don't think they're gonna do that now that I think about it. It's a lot of work. They might. That'd be really cool. Anyway, I think they're gonna do something with the volcano. I think they're gonna give us a whole bunch of weapons themed around volcanoes, and like, you know, it's gonna be like the Halloween event and stuff, but this time, volcano based. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what it is. It's going to be really cool. But that is all the big stuff covered. We've got the rank stuff getting fixed, which is really, really cool. We have all those fight changes getting fixed and like reverted and all that sort of stuff, which is really, really cool. And of course, we have that gold membership thing going and the battle outfits and the roadmap. I'm happy with everything we got in this Warriors Den live stream. It was pretty fun. But that is the end of the video, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. I love reading and replying to all your comments down below. And feel free to check out my Discord and Twitter. There is a link down below in the description box for both of those as well. The Discord is a great way for me to talk to you guys outside the YouTube comments section. And of course, the Twitter is a great way for you guys to get a notification whenever a video is being uploaded, because YouTube is a bit weird sometimes. And if you like this video and you like what I'm doing here on the channel and you want to support the channel further, feel free to check out my Patreon. There'll be a link down below in the description box, and a link will pop up at the end of the video. And if you choose to donate, it is greatly appreciated. And a big shout out to my current patrons whose names you've been seeing in the background. Just wanted to say thank you for your support. It really does mean a lot. And please share this video around, it does help me out a fuck ton. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I shall see you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.